Are we all fine with being birds shoved in your
Pockets.
pocket?
I have
Raise
many-
your hand if you're fine with being a bird.
I mean, just on principle.
Okay.
How does Sir Bertrand Bell feel?
Aye.
I turn us all into birds machina.
Except for Percy.
Except for Percy.
Right.
Thank you.
So,
Oh wait, I cast Pass Out a Trace.
Yeah.
okay, you pass out a trace,
That's a.
concentrating. You finish the spell. All you revert into birds. Still inside the mansion, correct?
Like a little scarecrow.
So you all kind of flutter around and land across Percy's shoulders. There's now like a small gathering of sparrows.
They've all got a little bit different flavors,
Oh, no.
you know.
Stepping up.
Scanlan
Oh, no.
and Piker love
I've got a little
birds.
turquoise feather.
Yeah,
like,
you're,
Okay.
yeah, you're
I've
like
got
a little blue, the little indigo
Can't talk.
buntings.
You're a bird.
I'm a cardinal.
Black
You're,
canary.
Percy,
you're
what are you
black
doing?
Canary.
I'm putting on my mask
Croc's a
Okay.
pigeon.
so I can see and not have things blind. I'm opening the door to look out.
Okay. You open the door. Wind still
Everything look
blasting
reasonable?
by. Make a perception check.
With advantage.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. 23.
All right. Well, actually, it would be a single roll. So
No, advantage.
disadvantage because there's no light. You're looking into pure darkness.
Oh, it's pure darkness?
Yes.
Shit.
So one more roll.
14.
14. From what you can kind of ascertain, with a little bit of light is coming out of the mansion door in front of you, you can still see the front of the tower. It looks the same, but it is pitch black beyond. It is a lightless, void space. From what you can ascertain, you and your arm filled with birds.
They're all in the
We're
pockets.
tucked into.
So you've jammed a bunch of birds in your pockets,
All sitting there.
and you're standing there looking out into darkness.
I am going to just make a bloody break for the side of the wall.
Okay.
You can't see anything.
Pretty much not. No.
Do you have fire? Do you have anything to set
I do
on
actually.
fire?
What did I used to do for this? I have a thing.
You have like a lantern. Don't you have a lantern with like a?
Like a directional.
Yeah, a directional lantern.
Like those
do.
things.
So
It's literally.
yeah, no, I mean like I
Literally birds
it's been a
are
while. I'm remembering
in your
how this-
pockets.
This,
I
is a
know.
lot of stuff. I do have a lantern, so I'm definitely like trying to get it.
So you bring out the lantern and you go bolting. As soon as you exit, your feet hit the stone floor at the top of the tower. You rush towards the edge where the wall itself that seemed to encompass the peak of the tower had crumbled forward. You step down, your feet touching the stones as you head
Full speed.
full sprint.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna try and give myself a little bit of unanticipated movement in an attempt to just be difficult to hit.
Right. And with the foresight's going to help you on this because you are
Can you
running
stealthily
through.
sprint?
So it's disadvantage on the stealth check, but you have advantage because of foresight, so it's a straight roll. So roll a stealth check.
Plus 10.
That's 35.
Okay. Very quietly, you go running down the side. Your mask is pushed up into your face as both the blasting of the wind and the force in which you are piercing down the side vertically of Howler's Crag. You're having to like bring one hand up to hold the straps in place so it doesn't end up being carried off. You can see the portions of your mask where the eyes are guarded by glass. The glass begins to and crack from the sheer force of sand and dust that's hitting it, but it's keeping and it's keeping. You're rushing down. Make a perception check with advantage.
Natural 20, so that's 29.
You come to a portion, the shelf, where the rocks are very loose. And you're running down, and right as you're about to leap forward to place your foot at a place where the rock itself would not be able to sustain your weight and send you tumbling over the edge, you just dart to the left, manage to catch a part of carved stone that is jutting out from that side, from some sort of structure that either has been absorbed by this tower or once existed there long before. And instead, you use that to kick off and continue piercing downward. You're now about a third down the side of the mountain, hearing all these birds like inside your pockets. You guys are all being like crushed and knocked around, and it's not a pleasant experience.
Stop trying to help.
Look, Dagon has made some weird fucking noises.
If I gotten a vibe of anything around?
You do, because as you're looking down on one of the there's a little outcropping, and you can see what looks to be two howlers that are currently curled up, one of them getting up and kind of looking out and sniffing on the wind.
Away from that, then.
Yep, you rolled high enough stealth because you're maintaining your stealth. They don't seem to notice you as you pass by.
I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna try and not necessarily. I'm now that I've got a movement going. I'm gonna try and be more cautious rather than fast at this point. I'm gonna keep a good speed, but I'm starting to like trade.
Okay. Okay. You make your way to down 2/3 of the mountainside. Make another perception check, please.
Not quite as well as last time, but that's okay. That's 28.
28. As you go rushing down, you kind of leap off one ledge, and right as your feet leave or about to leave the edge of this cliff face, you look and see what is an opening. There is a drop that goes into a chamber inside. You don't see what's in the chamber. It's just pitch black from your vantage point. You only have a directional light. But you manage to pull back, not quite peeling the last bit of the ball of your foot off of the stone, and pull yourself back and riding it, curving around the edge, manage to avoid plummeting into whatever chamber was below.
Go in. Fucking foresight.
You dart around and continue piercing down towards the base until eventually the fairly vertical decline begins to level off into a gradual leveling. Until eventually
use the spell. It's it's nice.
Until eventually you reach solid flat ground. You can see the various piercing bits of punched rock that are kind of jutting out of the nearby elements of the crag and the cliffs that surround it.
Is there cover anywhere around here?
There is cover, yeah.
I'm gonna run towards cover.
Okay, you dart over towards cover.
And I'm letting everyone know we're clear.
Okay. Y'all getting jostled inside the pockets.
Removing birds from my pocket and placing them on the behind the whatever stone we're covering.
Okay, which bird do you put there first?
Keyleth.
Okay, you sit Keyleth there. You sit her down. The wind and just takes your tiny bird in a huge wind.
I tend to catch her.
Attempt to catch her? Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make a dexterity check with advantage.
Oh god.
That was terrible. Wow. 9.
Oh.
Sit Keyleth down and go back to your pocket. She just goes. You try and reach out and just nothing, and she just her bird form, flapping wings, out of control, just vanishes into the shadow.
What should I do?
Drop it.
What are you doing?
Drop it.
Well,
You're being carried away
if I
and
drop
buffeted.
it drops all of us.
Drop this shit, Luis! Roll the dice!
I drop it.
Okay. You drop the form and then plummet about 10 feet, hitting the ground, and take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall, kind of bouncing a bit on the rock. Percy.
My coat is ruined, isn't it?
Your coat is torn asunder as the rest of Vox Machina just alien burst out of the front of the chest, thrusting you back against the stone that you're hiding from.
I was in his pants pocket. Just putting that out there.
Your pants are kind of ruined too.
Cannon.
Like you can still wear them. The waistband is maintained, but you have like you have a giant split along the front. Yeah.
You're wearing Hulk pants now?
Yes. You have a Hulk Pants Percy with his 3-armed Hulk Pants Percy.
First it was the butt flap. Now it is the front.
Yeah.
Can't keep those pants on.
No pants, Percy. God damn it.
Eventually, Keyleth walks back, a little battered from the storm.
Sorry.